Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Wednesday, January 6th, 2016. Well, it's going to be a very interesting forecast moving forward, especially for Sunday. And there's a lot of variables that are coming together here that could either lead to just plain old rain, and not much really to talk about, or something a little bit more significant for the interior. You have to watch this very carefully. Currently, temperatures range from the lower to mid-teens, even some single digits out there, as we remain under the influence of an Arctic air mass. But the good news is that we are moderating from here on out through the rest of this week. We have temperatures, again, pretty chilly, but not as cold as yesterday. Yesterday we were down in the lower teens, and this morning we were more in the mid to upper teens in your urban areas. And of course, also notice the winds are light and variable. So that actually helps as well, as we don't have to deal with the wind chill. On the surface map, you can see high pressure is basically right over the northern mid-Atlantic and will continue to slide off the coast, leading to a weak southwesterly wind by this afternoon, with temperatures rebounding into the upper 30s to lower 40s, which would certainly feel a lot better than the upper 20s. This high pressure system will remain in control through the rest of the week, providing tranquil weather conditions, and then the weather pattern gets a little bit more complicated. On the radar, not much really going on, high and dry. And on the infrared satellite picture, high pressure is in control. You see this right down here? This is what I'm keeping an eye on. I'll discuss this more in the premium discussions. But basically, what happens with this storm influences everything else the rest of the weekend. So, we'll watch this one very carefully. The stronger this storm gets, the more interesting the weather pattern becomes through this weekend. So let's dive into this forecast. For today, high pressure will remain in control with sky cloud cover. Look for temperatures to rise into the upper 30s to lower 40s. For this evening, sky cloud cover continues on through tonight with high pressure generally in control. Temperatures will fall back into the mid-20s for lows for tomorrow morning. Temperatures by tomorrow afternoon will rebound nicely into the lower to mid-40s. With high pressure in place, that means clear skies once again. On Friday, look for sky cloud cover throughout the day, increasing slowly towards evening. Lows in the mid to upper 20s, a few lower 30s mixed in there in some urban areas. Highs in the lower to mid 40s. Watch out for some mixed precipitation trying to push into the region in the evening hours over eastern Pennsylvania, especially towards Lancaster. Not expecting much in the way of accumulation here, but some rain, sleet, possibly a little bit of snow mixed in there. And we'll keep an eye on this for, let's say, towards midnight on Friday. As we dive into the forecast for this weekend, this is where it becomes a little more complicated. This low pressure system is basically in an environment of a warm air mass. So we're looking at rainfall for the most part throughout the region on Saturday, with temperatures in the upper 30s for lows and highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s. Now where it gets complicated is on Sunday. The track of this low pressure system is very much in question. Now you have the some of the models taking the low pressure system up towards the St. Lawrence River Valley. That would be a rain event for everybody. Other models take the low pressure system and keep it along the coast. Now that track is strongly dependent on what happens with the low pressure system currently off the coast and heading up through the Bahamas, because it influences what we call high latitude blocking. So we're watching this very carefully. I think we'll have it nailed down over the next 24 hours as we get a better feel of the intensity of this low pressure system out here in the Atlantic. So for right now, I'm leaning more towards a coastal track here, which basically means the potential for some mixed precipitation, possibly some more significant snowfall over the interior like northeastern Pennsylvania and the Hudson River Valley. However, as you head towards the coast, it's generally a rain event, possibly ending in a little bit of snow. Temperatures on Sunday will range from the mid-40s for lows and then upper 40s to lower 50s for highs. Now understand that on Sunday, as this low pressure system develops, temperatures will basically peak early in the morning and then fall throughout the afternoon. And then on Sunday night and on Monday, that low pressure system passes through, and then you'll have your temperatures falling throughout the day. So Monday's highs will be basically in the early morning hours in the upper 30s to lower 40s, falling through the 30s the rest of the day with clearing skies by the evening. But there could be a little bit of icy travel there on Monday morning, so we'll keep an eye on that very carefully. Now, I want to stress here, regardless of what happens with the low pressure system out on the coast or out in the Atlantic over the next 48 hours, I do not see any potential whatsoever for a significant wintry event anywhere on the coast with this storm. Just not the right pattern. We don't have the right upper level pattern in place just yet to support such a track. What we do have support for is more of an interior threat, so we'll keep an eye on that. Moving forward onto Tuesday and Wednesday, a series of cold fronts will move through with a few scattered snow flurries possible. Otherwise, clear skies will be in place. Lows in the mid-20s, highs in the mid to upper 30s can be expected, which is pretty much normal for this time of year. That is your forecast discussion for today. Thank you for following NY and JPA weather, and as always, stay safe out there.